back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing knots updates and Montezooma updates and see what other things to find around the park. Here's your Montezooma update. They have this little entrance here. If you can see the trains inside the station. The entrance inside. As you can see here, there's a little skeleton inside the station. Here's a look of all the new Montezooma merch. And then they have the other shirt right here. Nothing on the back. And then they have Montezooma mugs and blankets and the original up there. And then they have this one up here. And the lanyards. And then they have the back of the jacket. The price is $32. And then they have this Montezooma jacket here. And then they have another Montezooma jacket. And then they have this one. And then they have these mug cups for Jaguar. And then they have glass here. And then they have the pins for Jaguar. And then they have this Jaguar. This Jaguar hoodie. And they have this one's here. And then they have the Montezooma jacket. Montezooma blanket. And they have the Bristol Village cup here. They actually have new merch here, as you can see. And then they have this one here. Here's a look at this shirt. It has Ghost Rider, Silver Bullet, Accelerator, Hang Time, and Montezooma. Here's the Johnny Rockets update. They already painted the building brown and reddish color. And then they already did the painting on the side, and there's a clock right there. Here's your Johnny Rockets update. They already painted stuff, painted the sides of the walls. They're not through yet, but we should haven't opened it, so I don't know yet. Here's another update on knots. They already have the stage all ready made, done for the Knot Summer Nights next Friday. See, they already have the letter K here, and then they have the signs for Knot Summer Nights. Here's the stage, another stage here. Instruments on the stage. Here are some booths here. And then here's the stage for the DJ that's going to be here next Friday on June 12th. And then here's another booth over here. And then here, a couple more booths over here. here. Then here's the Montezooma back spike. And then another one right here. Here's another one for not Sunrise Marketplace. There's some here. Here's one here. There's lights for the Sunrise, and they have that little white tower there. And then here's another booth. I think these are for the vendors. And then here's another one right here. Here's another booth. I think this is gonna be for the food here. And then here's another one of these. And then here's another booth right here. There's another one here. And then there's another booth over there. Here's the Montezooma's back spike here. Alright, here's the Montezuma update. Yesterday my best friend Jessica, she saw them doing a little test run of the train moving slowly on the tracks, but the train is inside the station. There's no people working on it right now. But I want to thank my bestie Jessica for giving me all of these Montezooma construction updates. We're getting close. And you can see the train is in the station. Right there. As you can see it. I have not seen the train in person yet on the tracks, but eventually I will on next Friday. It's coming out really well. And then they have, and then they already did the entrance right here. So, yeah, I can't even see the train, only a little bit. Yeah. Here's the train in the, here's the train in the station. Not much going on. And then they have this here. Not much going on, but eventually next Friday we'll get to see the full train in person on the track. Once they start updating the train and testing it again. I don't know. You can see the back side of the entrance of Montezooma. The back side of it. Here's the back spike. Here's a look at the station, but you can't hardly see the train inside. Look at the spike. Alright everyone, we're gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. There will be more videos coming your way.